Hey, it's Miss Houston. And today we're going to do things just a little bit differently for our 2 minutes for new teachers. I want to take you into my 6th grade classroom, the last class that I had before we were dismissed for the pandemic in 2020. Take a look, and then I'll see you on the other side. So what did you notice? Did you hear the music in the background? Did you see the timer on the board that I went back to 2 or 3 different times with the camera? That's because of how important that timer is. And how about each child being individually engaged in what they were working on, not thinking about anybody else at their table, only focused on the work that they were doing? Magic, right? I love it. And I'm not saying that every class period has to be pin drop silent like you saw in the video. I personally believe that classes should have academic conversation going on, but we were already done with our academic conversation. It was time for them to show me individually what they grasped from the lesson. The timer was used every day because I need students to understand that whatever we're working on has to be done in a set amount of time. That gets their brains focused on the task at hand. They're not worrying about anything else. They are so engaged because they don't want the timer to go off and catch them with their work undone. That's something that I used to say a lot. Don't let that timer catch you with your work undone. And the music in the background is what got everyone calm and focused. I had it so my students began to ask me, Miss Houston, can we have some background music? Because it just it settles the room. So they looked for it, and I was always ready to give it. So if you haven't already, incorporate a timer in your classroom. It maximizes your time as the teacher, but it also teaches the students to stay on task. They know from this time to this time, we're working on this. And when the timer's up, my stuff should be done. And then we're moving to the next thing from this time to this time. And also, if you haven't already, consider incorporating some light instrumental music in your classroom. Some jazz, some classical, a little bit of cafe music. It just chills the room out. And studies have shown, research proves that music helps brain activity. So just a couple tips to help you get that classroom in order.